Yo, this is Clobber9057, and I'm bringing you not even another video, just a opinion that I've had on the case of Fire Emblem Fates and the controversy. I'm going to go ahead and talk on, I think it was two main subjects and a final subject, which will consist of just my overview. So, let's get started. The first subject I want to just talk on is pretty much Fire Emblem Fates removal of content. And if you guys don't know, you guys probably already know by now. Fire Emblem has removed a lot of the content. The first one I want to talk about is the one with a certain character that you could you were to drug. This particular character was a lesbian. Not just a lesbian, she was bisexual, but she was a lesbian as well. And she would faint when it came to girls, seeing girls on the battlefield. Now, with this, she actually went to Korn, or Kamui, as my friends would keep telling me and bugging me, saying, say fucking Korn. Anyhow, would go ahead and say, hey, I need help with this situation where I keep fainting. I see one that's my type. I'm going to faint on the battlefield, and I can't keep doing this. Could you help me? And Corrin helps her by putting a drug in her drink or whatever, a potion. Well, not drink, but he gives her a potion, and the potion pretty much goes ahead and makes her think that every male is the opposite of that gender, which is female, or fucking a girl, if you want to be more simple. With that, a lot of the controversy went from one comment actually stating and going full out and saying, this is drug rape. This is pretty much Bill Cosby, whatever you want to call it. This is rape. This is the culture of pretty much drugging someone, roofing them, getting them out of their undies or jimmies and saying, hey, I want to basically have you, but since you like this gender, no, I'm going to drug you and I'm going to get you anyway. Let me go ahead and go on with the story. Pretty much the female finds out after hearing Korn's voice. I should actually put spoiler ahead, but since it's not in the game, it's cut content, so I guess I'll put spoilers in the title. One thing I gotta say is, when that actually happens, she actually finds out, well, these so-called females that she's in love with or liking, such as Korrin, which she saw him as a female, talks more like a male, and she figures it out, I think either after or before marrying. I look it up. I'm sorry, I can't actually look it up really right now, because I'm trying to just put my official opinion. Well, she says that she loves him anyway, and they continue to be in a relationship, which is marriage, and have a child. The person threw it out of contracts, like I said, and it made an uproar. People went ballistic. It was insane. And Nintendo said that no, they didn't officially confirm that it was cut out of the game. Hear that silence? That's because there was the wait for Nintendo to come out and randomly just say, literally, it's gone, it's cut, it's done. What's done is done. It sucks. Eat an apple a day and maybe you can fucking, heal your soul from not being able to have that one cutscene, whatever. And when Nintendo announced it, Polygon, Nintendo, whatever you want to call it, Kotaku, which everyone hates Kotaku because there are a bunch of assholes there or elitists, but that's for another day if I ever go on and continue subjects like this. What I would like to just point out is that the sheer grace that everyone was talking about it because of Kotaku is kind of their fault. Because the subject appeared there first, and then everyone started talking about it. Nintendo got word of it, said that was not the case, and of course, they looked at the subject more in detail, and I guarantee you that they looked at comments and saw the ballistic comments about the subject, and they removed it because of those comments or just people in general. But not only that, localization in general, you have to make a product fit for America. And when I say that, I mean, if you don't make that particular item or game or product fit for a place, people will start having an uproar over that product or case, and it would just cause a massive uproar, like, just insane. But the thing is, it was cut out of the game for that particular reason, for that and Treehouse, which I will get to in a minute. Now, let me go ahead and talk about the other thing that was cut out of the game. Petting. If you don't know what petting is, let me do a freaking example. Anyway, yes, that is petting. But jokes aside, a big content feature that was going to be featured in the America release, because it was featured in the Japanese release, was that you could pet any of these characters, depending on what relationship you chose and what support. Pretty much, when you actually invite them to your home or your castle or your quarters, so to speak, you would just lightly pet them. And a lot of people wanted that feature in the game. And the thing is, it got removed because Nintendo localization team did not want it in the game. They said, no, this is weird. A lot of people are saying, hey, that doesn't feel right that you're petting that character. A lot of people defend this by saying that petting a character or a specific person, human being, it's just a video game. Get over it. It should be in the game. Other people are saying cut content in general. Censored content should not be censored at all, as it is the artist or person's intent, or whoever developed that product, intent to actually have that in the game for a reason. A lot of people beforehand was speculating, well, if this isn't in the game, that means that 2D models aren't in the game. That means that the voice acting for that model is gone. All the emotional build for that character will be replaced with nothing. You don't even get it, which was debunked because Nintendo kept the actual 2D models in the game, and they were like, yep, we're gonna get out that, but we're gonna keep the 2D models in the game. So don't worry, 2D models are still there. So again, that made an uproar with fans still, because they didn't really solve the situation. To be quite frank, the feature would have been kind of cool in my eyes. I would have looked forward to it, and it would have been an extra feature. What I pronounced in the comments was that they should put a toggle, or they could have put a optional patch, so to speak. This optional patch would have just consisted of the cut content, or the content that was removed in general. Once you get that patch in the game, you got that, the removed female lesbian relationship scene with the drugging, or, potion that Corrin gives her, as well as, the petting, which would have just been optional. So far, I've actually seen an update for this title, and I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, they patched it, but if not, I'm going to enjoy the game for what it's worth. Okay, so I went through the drugging and the petting. Those are gone. Those are removed. Those are done. That kind of sucks, but at the same time, the game is still intact. It's censored a little bit for localization, but it's still intact. Now to the big subject at hand that kind of upset me a bit. Ticked me off a little bit. Not much. Ticked me off. They removed dual audio. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say, disrespect my interest from, and I'm going to go ahead and butcher the name again, because you know who you are, and I see you on comments. Beautiful person. Beautiful, beautiful person. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name, man. Beautiful person, kept putting in the comments of Fire Emblem saying that the content of dual audio, they need to get that back. And I just was confused. I'm thinking, okay, what is he talking about? They didn't cut no dual audio. What is he talking about? Are you insane, kid? You would no. Bad, beautiful person. Bad. But saw his comment, and then I started looking into things, which didn't really make me very happy with the outcome. Dual audio is out, and a lot of people, I won't surrender, and we got trouble, which those are two memes that are going to be made soon. Don't worry, that is going to be made soon for the English voice actors. It's probably already made, but just those two voices in itself, Felicia, I don't have a problem with, but Corrin, I don't have a problem with either. But a lot of people do. A lot of people really have a problem with Felicia. Hell, it got so bad, some people actually were saying how Azura's, or I think in Japan they call it Aqua, which I wouldn't call it Aqua because Kingdom Hearts. But a lot of people didn't like her singing because they loved and adored Azura's voice in the Japanese voiceover or dub of Fire Emblem. And that made a lot of people uproar, as well as Fire Emblem Awakening. You could change it to Japanese, which had a dual audio, and as well as English. So you had both versions, so you could play the game all over again and have a new experience just from hearing the voices and their emotional build. A lot of people actually got peed off as well because Treehouse, and let me go ahead and get into it, were supposed to go ahead and delve into the actual people and giving them guidance on what emotional build they're supposed to have and what were they supposed to feel with those characters. A lot of those characters didn't have an emotional build because Treehouse f***ed up. They didn't tell the people how to act. It simply made the characters feel awkward and out of place due to those voices. And I don't particularly have a problem with it, but a lot of people do. And for me, I kind of feel that it did tick me off that we don't have dual audio, which is suckish. Main reason for the dual audio in general was to literally, have a different voiceover, since you probably didn't like the other voiceover. And this is the reasoning for this being cut. The big reasoning for this being cut is because Azura's voice actor, an upcoming pop star, didn't really care enough to say, hey, I'm not going to ask for a shitload of money from Nintendo to have it localized in America for dual audio. I'm not going to do that. No, she did. She pretty much asked for a crap load of money. Nintendo was like, no. We are not falling for that bullshit. And they just said no. Keeping it in Japan. Keeping it for real. For realsy. Whatever. And it pretty much made a lot of people angry as well. Well, not a lot of people. Just some people angry. That she would just pretty much troll Nintendo. Because in my book, trolling still it makes you a dick and it makes you look like an asshole, because why would you actually do that? But anyway, that reason is justifiable. It's gonna go from both sides. It's your opinion, what you think on that subject. Dual audio has been completely removed. Now I said 3 things, now it's going to 4 things, which I shouldn't have. So let me go ahead and say my views on all of this altogether. For me, I almost broke, and that was when I found out swimsuits were gone. I still don't know if it's gone or not, but at this point, we still at least get the bath towels, and some people will call me out saying, oh, you're fucking good for you, you know, you're supporting Nintendo, you're fucking idiot, man, you're supporting censorship. No. That's not the thing. The thing is, if I see a good game, I see a beautiful masterpiece of a game, unless they censor out an entire development for that character, I'm not gonna go ape shit. Now, on god dang it, I messed up my sentence. On the other end of the spectrum, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's pretty much all the good that I'm going to talk about this, because now I'm going to go ahead and speak why I'm kind of fucking pissed about this shit. Pretty much, cut content for every reason is bullshit. No one should ever have their shit censored. No one should have their game that they just want English dubs for censored due to localization. I don't give a crap if people think in the localization team, this is not meant for a general audience, and it's not meant for the core, just fans of Fire Emblem. I'm not gonna say core fans because people are gonna kill me if I say core fans. Core fans, let me just speak on the side thing. Core fans of the series doesn't really care. They just got the game. They're like, I want a Fire Emblem. I don't give a fuck. I played 1 from Japan. I played 7. I played Awakening. I played all of them. I just want my Fire Emblem. I just want to basically murder, crush, kill, destroy. But that aside, what I was speaking on was, I kind of forgot. Anyway, let me go ahead and remember really quick. What I'm speaking on was, censorship. I don't like the fact that they get rid of something due to localization. It kind of fucks with your brain a bit, because all people really want is a product straight from wherever it came from. They don't want it censored, because once you censor it, it's saying that artists, you shouldn't be giving America this content in the first place. You shouldn't be doing this in the first place. It's like, just like punching that person in the face, saying, no, you made this artwork, I want to change it. It's kind of like feminism, but it's not as bad, but it still is. I don't like it one bit. It's a nasty way to go for Nintendo, and a lot of people are saying Xenoblade and Fatal Frame that censored out some stuff such as the boob slider and the quote unquote bikini outfits. Maybe they did censor it in this game. Anyway, I don't like it at all. It gives the artists a thing to think, hey, I shouldn't be giving this to America at all. It makes them question why they're even doing this, and it makes it less likely for Fire Emblem people to get the game. On another note, Nintendo actually, quote unquote, removed the comment section from one of their videos, and that was a bad idea because people called them out for that. They put it back up, and it just goes to show, why the fudge would Nintendo do that? They know their fans are pissed. Why not just say, you know what? We're going to come out and say we're going to give an optional patch to have it in the game. Why not have it as a toggle or whatever? But it's just a bad thing for Nintendo to be doing. Sorry guys, I'm going to cut the video a little bit. I will be right back to continue this in a teeny bit. So give me a second. Okay, getting back to the video. I just want to go out on a limb here and say that it does not seem relevant to. Sorry about that, guys. Had to cut the video a little bit because someone's talking in the background, as you can hear. No offense to her. She's just talking to one of her best friends, so I understand that. So yeah. This is awkward. I'm just gonna pause the video again. That's why I have to keep coming back in and out. And hope this doesn't deter you. I'll probably put a timestamp to when to skip to this certain point in the description. Hopefully you guys skipped right when this happened. So give me a second. Alright, after that debacle, because pretty much I was waiting for her to just, again, now that debacle's over, because the TV was playing, I can finish up this video, overview, rant, whatever, review of the company. So anyway, a lot of people have been commenting, and these are some of the comments that just spiked my interest. One comment actually stated that the people that actually asked for censorship and they've been attacking other people are weeaboos, or people that pretty much can't get their face rubbing. It's pretty much a weeaboo simulator and they should just get over it. Those people are assholes. And I just heard anyone that actually hears these people to just turn away from them and ignore them. Going at these people will cause nothing but them to just talk out and say despicable, terrible, stupid crap. I've even seen one group of people that joined in and just started calling him the same name over and over again because they think that it's funny. Like they'll just say, oh, keep crying, cry, you know, pretty much they've turned into the bully from A Christmas Story. And it's stupid. One thing I want to point out is that also these people do not have common sense. They know that the content's been cut and they don't care. They say it's for the better. These people that say it's for the better, they just have their own opinion. Just respect their opinion and don't say that they're idiots or assholes. Saying that they're idiots or assholes is just kind of mean and makes you look like an a-hole. And I kind of see where they're coming from. Some people actually want to have the content, and some people don't. And I kind of feel that Nintendo could have toggled it on or off in the option or perspective. Removing this is just annoying to a lot of people. And, you know, some people might say, well, there's just a small group. Well, that small group are fans of you, Nintendo. They're fans of your Fire Emblem games. And when you do stuff like this, it makes a mockery of them, and it makes them want to go and find a different company to support. It's not a good idea. On the other end, if it actually was in the game and it wasn't a toggle, it would have upset the other people. So, either way, it would have just made a flame war to begin with. So, my answer to it, just to have a toggle or have a optional patch, a day one patch or DLC. That's what they could have did. But anyway, here's one more thing that spiked my interest. People that actually say that I'm not getting game because of the content. People that say that they have their own views, and I respect their own views. But I don't necessarily get why a lot of people will go against their views. It makes no sense. It's like punching a puppy because the puppy nibbles on a chew toy because it wanted to. that made no sense, I'm sorry. But the context is, for those people to actually go and attack those type of people, it makes you look like an a-hole. Again, keep in mind, if someone doesn't want to buy the game for their own product or reason, that's on them. Now, the other group that actually doesn't want to buy the product, or say one comment which actually stated a spoiler, and literally said that it's a crappy game anyway because of all the cut content, they're jackasses. And I would rightly say I recommend that they get spammed to death with reports, because that's a spoiler and it's bullcrap. But the thing is, censorship on both ends is a bad thing to have, Nintendo. And the people that I'm speaking to, the audience that's watching this, understand that I myself have gotten the special edition. You see the special edition. But I still see that your views on the actual subject is good views, and I respect those opinions. I feel for you, and I know that cut content isn't always good. But the thing is, I think the people that actually agree and want to cut content, I agree with them as well. I'm kind of like the middle ground, so to speak, such as. But I think that altogether, it's dropped. Crap. Altogether, this so-called cut content and so-called people that want this cut content, everyone should just at least be respectful. If you start treating each other like assholes, Nintendo's just gonna go ahead and just say screw Fire Emblem for the Western audiences. They can go suck a chode. We're not giving them anything anymore. And no one wants that. No one wants to have everything gone. But that's my views on everything. I think that it got blown out of proportion because of Kotaku, of course. And that Nintendo could have easily fixed this with an optional patch. Now, with dual content, or, God dang it, dual audio, that probably will never happen because the voice actor is obviously going to want her fair share of a lot of cash. And no one got time for that. But hope you guys enjoyed my review. Well, regards in this censorship or situation. People that are getting the game, good for you. Hope you enjoy that content that you got. People that aren't getting the game, good for you. Hope you result in getting Nintendo to stop censorship altogether. And the people that are trolling, I don't know. Have fun with that, as long as you're not bullying people. Because if you're bullying people, you're a piece of shiz. And I don't like pieces of shiz. They're like shacks. Once you go shack, you just went black. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this overview. Comment if you want to go and attack me. Comment if you want to go and attack other people because of their own views or because they're being an a-hole. But altogether, my opinion won't change. I think that this was kind of insane how this went about with every video, and hopefully it could be regarded as something that was a lost opportunity on Nintendo's hand to make amends to, and that they learn their lesson and we get good content without cuts or drawbacks from bullcrap. Hope you enjoyed the video. To all the people, beautiful person, stick figure, Antonio, everybody that's in the comment section trying to get this content or Nintendo to look at it and say, hey, we need to put this in the game. Hope literally it works. Hope it works. Hope it happens. Hope that you triumph in what you're doing. And, of course, always tempt your fate. That was a terrible pun. I'm sorry. I ended on that. Clobbering out. Enjoy your Fire Emblem. Bye, everybody.